Welcome to the July edition of the Agile Hive Cloud review. My name is Daniel. I'm going to guide you through the presentation part. At the very end, there will be time for questions and brief discussion. So, first things first, if you want to follow Agile Hive and receive information as soon as we publish them, you are very welcome to follow us on our social channels, for example, LinkedIn and YouTube. And also, if you want to regularly take part in this review in the live session, you can add it to your calendar at this URL. The next review will take place on the 7th of August, so Thursday again. And if you want to mark your calendar, now is a good time to do so. As usual, we begin with some general updates concerning Agile Hive and the safe world. So this is an announcement, especially for everybody from the European region, especially Germany, Switzerland, and Austria. Our partner Kigon will be hosting the Safe Leadership Forum in September in Zurich in Switzerland. And we are going to take part, especially my colleague Yannick will be speaking. He will have a talk on flow metrics in Agile Hive. And if you are in the Zurich region, feel free to join the event. And if you're interested, visit the talk. I think Yannick will be very happy about that. And looking forward to that. Then another event announcement, also in September. I think it's just some days prior to the Leadership Forum. Yeah, this one is 18th of September. And the SAFE Summit in Denver, Colorado will take place also September 8th to 11th. And Agile Hive, as usual, will be sponsoring the event. We will be there with some people, so you will be able to meet the team in Denver, Colorado this year. And as usual, we are very happy to meet some of you, discuss anything product-related, safe-related, and also we're up for a personal conversation as well. So if you are around, please feel free to come to our booth. And we're happy to meet there. If you can't wait for the big events in September, but you want to keep up to date with everything Agile Hive, our blog is a good place to go to. My colleague Joshua is posting new updates on a regular basis. For example, just some days ago, the Key Safe Roles Explained article was published, and probably there's something in this for you as well. So you can visit our blog. It's on the Agile Hive homepage, and everything's available for free over there. Speaking of free, so if you are currently evaluating Agile Hive for Jira Cloud, and you are already some days in the evaluation, you can extend your free evaluation period by just letting us know via our service desk. You can raise a support request via this URL right here. And then we can extend your 30-day free evaluation of Agile Hive, because we know that Jira is kind of a complex system on its own. Agile Hive adds some more complexity based on the SAFE framework to that, so 30 days might not be enough. And we are very happy to support you with that. Also, if you have any questions that arise during your evaluation, please feel free to reach out at any given time. Moving on to the product-specific updates and the demo part. Yes, today there will be a demo. I think after 2 months without anything to show, we are back to actually being able to showcase some stuff. So really looking forward to that. First, we are happy that we were able to release 4 new versions of Agile Hive for Jira Cloud over the last few weeks since our last review. Our goal is to release 1 new version per week. Additional hotfix versions in case there are any crucial bugs that need to be fixed as soon as possible, of course. And in case you want to keep track of everything that we develop for Agile Hive and publish, you can do so by visiting our changelog. The URL is right here on the slide. And in the last few updates, we added some new functionality, which is all preparation for solution train reports. As you probably know over the last few weeks, we are already working on preparation or preparing for solution train reports. And we now finished some major steps towards that goal. First one being the PI involvement field now being available for solution train projects as well. I will showcase that in a minute. Then we added a new field that we called estimated completion date. This field is available for issues on the R&D solution train level for now, and this gives you an estimation of the delivery time, the estimated delivery time for art and solution train issues based on the team level planning. So basically, at least for the art, this reflects the visualized information from the art planning board. Then we have some more improvements that we just released. One being displaying the PI information in Jira default views. In the past, you were only able to see some technical identifiers over there. For now, we managed to also display the actual dates, or at least the actual PI names. Sorry. And also, we added some more technical custom fields to improve the overall performance of reports. Those custom fields can be added to screens. They just behave like any other custom field, but they are not intended for being presented to the users. They are, as the title says, they are technical nature. They are intended to support the app with calculating and gathering data. And for that, they should not be added to any screen because they may contain cryptic information like technical IDs and stuff like that, which is not something the user can actually work with and might seem broken to the user. So but those fields are highlighted in our documentation, in our knowledge base, so you will be able to easily identify them. And then we added a mechanism that stores some key story point information like velocity or the load for historic PIs, making this piece of data more or easier accessible for our app to include in reports, which is again relevant, especially at a scaled level like the solution train. So this also supports us with managing or making sure that the performance on the more scaled up levels is on a usable level. And then we received I think it was first raised as a bug report, and then we checked and we just recognized that this functionality has not yet been part of Agile Hive, but we really like the idea. So now we labeled it as an improvement. So if you create a new objective or risk from a report page, we will now automatically pre-fill the assigned PIs field with the PI that you have currently selected for your report, because we think this is most likely the PI that you are creating new objectives or risks for. So we will take a look at that right now in our demo site. Let me just switch over. Yeah, you should be able to now see our demonstration system. And first, we will take a look at the team level. Let me just use the shortcut navigation up here. So we have our team level project here. We have a PI that is currently already running. You can see the today marker is writing iteration 3 right here. But somehow we did not create all our objectives and risks in the PI planning. We forgot about that. So now I can just click on the plus button in my report and create a new objective. For example, increase app revenue by 25%. Sorry. And now if I scroll down, you can see that the custom field assigned PIs already has the PI that I have selected for my report pre-filled here. So I don't need to care about that. I can just hit create. And the report will update automatically. I have a warning icon right here because I did not set any business value. Values for the respective fields. But as you can see, it's super easy now to create a new objective. The same works for risks as well. And they don't get lost somewhere in the system. Instead, they will be added to the PI that I am currently looking at in my report. And I don't have to worry about anything here. So let me just peek at my list. All right, taking a look at all of the custom fields that we added. So to make this easier, as I said, the PI involvement field is now available for solution trains as well. So I prepared a solution train capability. You can see we are in the solution one project right here. The type, the work item type is capability. And you can already see that we have in our safe hierarchy panel, we can see that this is a child issue of some portfolio level epic. And we have some more children linked here on the art level, Art New York 99 and Art New York 11. And they have some child issues on their own. So we have a full hierarchy, a full safe setup here. And based on this hierarchy, Agile Hive now provides me with the information right here. I pinned the fields that we have added or that are relevant for now. So you can see we are on the solution level. We have the PI involvement field right up here. And as you can see, the only PI that this capability has been worked on until now is the PI, the first PI of 2024. Based on the team level planning, this issue or this capability should have been completed by the 14th of January 2024, which is obviously not the case because now it's July 2025. So also you can see here, the team level issues are not in a done status yet. So it looks like there is still some work outstanding. So this is the field that we added as well. Then we have the more technical fields that are not intended to be displayed to the user. I added them to the screen here for demonstration purposes, so you can see the data that is actually stored in those fields. So some story points to do and doing and done sums up all story point estimates that are set for all team level issues in this hierarchy for the capability I'm currently looking at. So now I have an overview right here that 8 story points are still in a to-do status for this capability of all the children that are linked. 8 story points are already in progress, most likely those 2 right here. And in the done status category, there are no story points yet. So it looks like no issue that has a story point estimation is already in a done status. And if I check my hierarchy, that confirms that this is actually the case. Now I can also see, and this is getting even more technical right here, that's the identifiers that I was talking about earlier. So the last completed child issue, the issue that determines the estimated completion date basically on the team level, is the JIRA issue with the ID 10164. I have no idea which issue this is, but Agile Hive internally can take this and present you with the correct issue. Then we also store the last planned iteration. You can see the identifier here is even more cryptic, and also the ID of the last planned sprint. So this issue right here is planned in some sprint, and this sprint has an end date set, which determines the estimated completion date for this issue and the overall capability as well. So now to show you that this actually works, we are going to our team level planning board, and I just prepared some issues right here in my backlog. So you can see the team BRO 190 and 185 issues both are linked with the Art New York 99 parent, which is a child level, a child issue of my solution capability that I'm displaying right here. So I am now adding some of the team level children of the capability that we are currently looking at to my current PI plan. And I will just drag this onto the board. You can see Agile Hive automatically added this new swim lane right here for Art New York 99. And now my team level issue is planned. And this team level issue, if everything goes according to plan, should be finished by July 12th. So iteration 3 should be the iteration where we finish work on this team level story. So now I go back to my solution train capability, hit the refresh button, and you can see that the custom fields all updated accordingly. So my PI involvement field for this capability now not only contains the first PI of 2024, but also the currently running PI 03 of 2025. You can see that the estimated completion date changed based on the team level planning. So now this reflects the sprint end date of the sprint that I just added the user story to on the team level. Story points fields did not change because I did not change any of the estimations. And yeah, the last completed child issue also changed. So this seems to be the internal Jira reference for this user story right here. And also planned iteration and last planned sprint changed based on this last completed child issue. So this is all being taken care of in the back. So Agile Hive updates all of those fields automatically for you. And this is the database that we use for calculating the reports, putting together all the data for the reports. And by storing all of this information in dedicated custom fields, it is way easier and way faster for us to access those data pieces and put them together for the report, especially on highly scaled levels like the solution train level. For your Jira administrators, there is now the task to add the PI involvement field and the estimated completion date field to the respective screens if they haven't done so yet. So this is something that we highlighted in our changelog as well. But yeah, if you are an administrator yourself, or if you are in close contact with them, you might want to reach out and give them a hint. Then the last thing that we want to take a look at is the the display PI information in Jira default views. Just lost track of that. So I prepared a little JQL query right here. So I am returning all the work items that are located in the project Art New York. And I can just fetch them again. Shouldn't change anything in the list. Yeah. And I already added the PI involvement and the assigned PIs fields to this result list, because those are the fields that are affected by that change. And you can already see that we do not have any technical internal IDs here, but we have the actual PI names that are set for the respective issues. So you can see that, for example, well, there are a lot of PIs. You can see that there are risks and objectives right here that are assigned with up to 4 PIs. Actually, we have a feature right here that seems to be worked on in the first PI of 2024. And so the list goes on like that. And all the information is now easily readable by the user. And I think this makes it a lot more convenient to work with native Jira views and PIs. All right. Taking a look at what the team is working on right now. So for one, we have some leftover work to do in terms of performance improvements. This took way longer than expected because we underestimated how much we can do in this field, or how complex this can get actually. There are still some improvements that we want to tackle before putting our hands on the actual solution train report work, because we know that there might be bottlenecks in terms of performance on the horizon. So this is something that we want to finish, I think, this iteration or the next one. Then we want to enable automated field recalculation on the solution train level. Just as you already saw for the PI involvement field, we need to make sure for each and every field that we add to Agile Hive that this field type can be updated based on the various events that Jira works with, like issue create, issue changed, issue delete, project delete, all of that we need to take care of separately. And we need to make sure that nothing is being forgotten about. So you have all of your field data always up to date. Then we are still evaluating the synchronized use of Agile Hive hierarchy and the Jira parent field. Also quite complex, especially when it comes to more complex hierarchies across multiple safe layers. So this work is also still ongoing. And then coming up, the solution train report widget. So the actual solution train report. Yeah, the concept is basically there. We just need some time now to implement it and apply all the performance improvements to the art level report first, and then also the solution train report. Taking a look at our roadmap, you can see it's basically unchanged compared to the last review. As I said, we are optimistic to finish performance improvements in preparation for solution train reports over the next few weeks. So I just very optimistically put an end beginning of August. Might spill over a bit, you know how it goes. And then after that, we will start implementing the actual solution train report widgets. This might be faster, might take longer. We can at least take some of the art level reports and basically convert them to the solution train level quite easily. Some like dependencies might be more complex. Sorry. But we will give an update in the next review on that progress as well. Something that we needed to postpone because of the solution train reports is AI in Agile Hive. Yeah, I think the AI trend won't go away that fast. So I think we have some time to hop on the train there, and also extended filtering will be postponed by a bit. I think we already presented the concept draft for that in some of the last reviews, but this is definitely coming very soon. Also ongoing, as I just mentioned, the synchronized use of Agile Hive issue hierarchy and the Jira parent field, as well as general usability and performance improvements as usual. If there are any bugs that are being reported via our service desk, we treat that with very high priority, especially bugs that are like blockers for crucial use cases Agile Hive covers for our customers. So this is ongoing as usual. If you have any feedback, any feature requests, for example, as well, you can always reach out via our service desk and raise a request there. And with that, we came to an end for this review. As initially mentioned, the next review will take place on August 7th. And now is time for Q&A. If you have any questions, please raise your hand or put them in the chat, and we are very happy to discuss them. Thanks a lot for attending, and see you next month.